It's Angel Crafts. She's finally here on YouTube now.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the pumpkin and the little ghosty. These are being done because I have a Halloween fair coming up, so I need some project. Thank you for those who have came back, and thank you for those watching for the first time. Now, most of this video is going to be sped through because it was extremely long, and I just didn't want to bore everybody because it ended almost an hour long. So I'm using the Toon Pish colours, not the Toon Pish colours, sorry, the Tiny Turner colours in the band of the little black cat, and I can't see what colour that is, so I can't remember, and I can't see that one either, but that one is going to be for his little star on his little wand. This is the orange, which is a Sig Wong colour mica powder. So I'm going to use that to dust the pumpkin. I'll dust the lid and the inside with this orange. I'm also going to use, hopefully if I can pick it up or find it, I thought that was a green, but it wasn't, it was a blue. And just in case anybody's wondering, that white thing on my arm's a Libre. I'm diabetic. I found the silver, but I didn't get the green yet. I'm going to use the silver in his little buckle on the little belt round his hat. I'll be using the Tea Expert again today. It's one of my favourite resins. It's the Crystal Clear 1:1. I so decide that this measuring jug itself goes up in increments of 20, and to get half and half I needed to try and get bang on 250 and 250. Then I decided, nope, I'll just use the other side because it's much easier to calculate. I'll use 8 and 8. I'll split some off into a separate cup so that I can use black in the hat and white in the body. I'm very slowly gathering all my bits and pieces. Couple of brushes for the mica powders. picked up the wrong one. The darker purple, the darker, I think it's called Nebula, I'm not sure, is for the star. So I opened the other packet, the other tub, and I'm gonna start powdering in the belt, in which is here I discover that this brush just seems a bit naff, so to speak. So I had to get another one because the bristles just weren't picking up the colour properly. And yeah, again, as you can see, I'm half off camera. Try to turn it inside out a bit so that I can get to the belt better. I'm going to powder around the little belt, and from there I will fast forward. Put you on a little time speed, not time lapse, just a little speed up, so that you can see what's going on and it doesn't take me that long, because I ended up taking a really long time on this one. I love these Tiny Turner colours, they're so bright and vibrant. I can't wait to get a hold of some of the holographic ones. Once I make my way around the little belt line, I'll give it a clean up before I do the little silver bit on the buckle. I would like to say thank you to everybody who subscribed. If you're watching for the first time, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video content. I don't have membership or buy me a coffee or anything like that yet. Still a relatively new channel, and I think this is only my third video, so yeah, this is only my third video, so I'm not gonna be doing membership for a while until I know I've got something that I could give members. So being relatively new to YouTube, I don't even know how to put up a QR code for my channel or anything like that, so we'll get there eventually. It'll take some time. I'm just doing a little silver bit of the buckle, and I thought, well, I'll clear out the middle bit and I'll put some of the colour from the band in there, just to break up the silver chunk, because you always get a little bit in the middle of a buckle where you can see the leather properly, so I thought I would do it that way. Turned it back in the right way now, just giving it another extra little clean up so that it's all nice and tidy. It's got to be nice and tidy. I'm going to use the I think it's the Nebula. I can't remember. and I can't see the name on it. And I'm just putting that into the little star so that his little magic wand is different for the rest of his body. I decided to use silver on the little stick part of his wand, just to give it some detail. Giving it a little clean up again. Oh my. Now we're going to move on to the pumpkin. Oh, I forgot how squeaky this chair is. Oh, and I found the green. I'll do the little nub. Root. I don't know, I can't remember what you call that little bit. I just brush in and sort of burnish a little bit with the brush on the colour, because I don't want to have any blank spaces. But I'm going to be pouring the back. I'm going to use white in these because I don't want the orange to become too dark. I scrape up some of the bits that's been spilled on the mat, because I'm messy, as you can tell. This part actually took me quite a long time because these are very pale colours, so I had to go over it just to make sure it was nice and dark enough. Hence why I sped the video up, because when I watched it back it was very long, very boring. I am going to just give it a little extra dust on the inside, just in case I knocked any of that off while I was turning it back in the right way. I firstly pour 6 ounces instead of 8, so I had to grab it again and put the rest back in. I mix it through for 4 minutes, always scraping the sides and scraping my bottom. That little pause was me telling Alexa to set a time for 4 minutes for me. So sorry about that. I think I might be getting a bit of a cold. I'll separate into another cup so that I've got the black for his little hat, and then I'll just use this for white. Oh well, what's left over for white. And as you can see, it was a bad pain day because I have to keep swapping my hands, because my hands and wrists were just really sore. Even at this point, because I'm standing up, I paused it for a moment so that I could stand up because my back was starting to hurt. But I couldn't even do that, I had to sit back down again. And yeah, I noticed that I forgot to put my other glove back on. So we'll put in the hat and give him a little squidgy fidgy. And because of the style of this little hat, I decided to give it a little run around so that I didn't get any trapped bubbles and stuff like that, so that the resin would sit under there much better. And I didn't have enough, so I had to pour a little bit more in. But because the black's so thick and concentrated, there was still a little dribble in the bottom of the cup, so I just poured some extra resin in. and I'm going to spend, and I do spend quite a lot of time actually trying to get all the bubbles out of this little Christmas hat. Christmas hat. Shut up. Witch's hat even. Because you can see the clear oh my goodness, words. You can see where the black of the resin isn't. So I'm squidging and squidging and squeezing, trying to make sure I get rid of all the little air pockets. Now I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to always get one little bit near the front of the hat that's got a little bevel in it that looks like a big air bubble. And even after doing all this time to try and make sure I don't get it, I still get it. I don't know if maybe it's the design of the hat or something, that the resin just doesn't want to go into it properly, or if it's just me. But that one little area, every time, and this is the third time I've made this, and every time I've got the same type of bubble in the exact same place, and it's driving me nuts to try and figure out how to fix it. Now here, I thought, oh, okay, I'll split half it for the white of the ghost body itself, and I thought, well no, because I'm going to do it all white. So I end up transferring it into another cup where I didn't need to. So I'm using the Let's Resin white pigment paste to do the white for the pumpkin and the little ghostie. And what I do is I obviously I stir it, make sure that it's all stirred in nicely, and then I'll pour it in to the ghost, the little lid, and then the pumpkin base itself. And then I discover I don't have enough resin made up, so what I do off camera is I make up some more to fill the pumpkin, and then I use what's left for a couple of, what do you call them, extras, giving them all a little spritz on the top with some isopropyl alcohol just to help with any other bubbles. I'll give the little stalk, it's a stalk, that's what it is, the little stalk. Give the little stalk a squeeze just to make sure that I don't get any bubbles down in that either. But this is me where I realise that I don't have enough resin and I need to make up some more. So I do, off camera, make up some more and just don't film it because I want it done really quickly, because by this point I am in a lot of pain and wanted to just go and sit on the couch. So you'll see the extras in the next bit. I made up the white, put it into the pumpkin and put it into the little mould next to the cats, and it is a tiny little ghosty mould carrying a skull. The cats, what I did was I had this little mould and I wanted to add some green to it because it is such a cute little froggy. The froggies aren't just for Friday, if you know what I mean. So I used the green and filled the little froggy and then filled the little cats. And I think that actually came out really well. It's a nice bright orange, but not too in your face and not too dark either. And here is where I struggle for about 5 minutes trying to demold this. I tried to get a silicone tool but decided no, it's not going to work, I'll use this instead. So I thought, yay, I've loosened it, let's demold it. But I couldn't get my fingers back underneath it to lift it. So I had to get the silicone stirrer again. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I did. But yeah, there we go, off camera again. Trying so hard to get this out the mould. It's such a tight mould. If I hadn't have sped this bit up, you would have been sat there absolutely bored out your box of me trying to get this out the mould. Now this was the next day, so everything was all cured nice. Oh, and I got it. I put the mould back in the right way, but I'm tired and I just can't do it. That looks really cool. And looks like a nice proper fresh young pumpkin. Young means just it's not an old one that's starting to decay colour. But yeah. Here we go. I thought I had nicked the back of my finger while I was trying to demold this, but there you are. And right there on the hat is that little bevel bubble looking bit. And for a third time it's really annoyed me, because for a third time I've got it in the almost exact same place, even though I did all the squidgying and running my silicone tool around underneath it. As you can see, it's a bit, just got a little sharp bit, so it needed the deburring tool. I'm going to demold the little ghosty. And out he pops. Always remember to turn your moulds back in the right way. And there he is. Oh, he's so cute. He needed a little bit of deeper as well. I have them sitting on that tray because I put them on the tray and moved the tray out the road so that I could get organised for my next video. So I just carried them back over on that tray and demoulded them on there. Now these are the Simpac Artex pens. I'm sure you'll have seen them on Lula's channel, Nerd Goblin Art. She uses them quite a lot. I've had these for a while, so I just thought I would colour in these little details. The same with the little ghosty. You think he's so cute? I'm going to do the little froggy as well. I don't know if you'll be able to hear that, but my fan is on in the room and it's loud. You might be able to hear it in the background, I don't know. I found one of the little teeny kitties that I got when I first bought the little cat mould, and I got the wrong size, and I thought that would look cute sitting on top of the pumpkin. I'm going to give the little ghosty a little broomstick to go with his witch's hat. I've got them on Temu. Everything's still sped up here, but hopefully you'll have enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching if you've managed to stick it out this long. Please like, subscribe, share if you can, and I have some glamour shots, because last video we managed to figure out how to get glamour shots on. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch these, and
Dragon's tail, a shimmer, a spark, creating magic, lighting the dark, with pigments swirling, oceans rise, art that dazzles, hypnotized.